Hello everybody and welcome back to Subnautica. So, in the last part we were looking for the ingredients and I got stuck looking for the sea crown in the last one. No messing about, we're getting straight into this because I want to get this these ingredients because my god, the sea crown. I've been trying to look for it in between episodes and Jesus, I cannot find it. And somebody commented down below saying that you know, it's called the Sea Crown. It could be next to the Sea Emperor, could be a hint. So I'm going to head back and I'm going to have a thorough look of the Sea Emperor's chamber and see what I can find. I hope to God it's in there because if it's not, I'm just going to lose my shit. And I absolutely despise searching up things to find the answer. So like, if I, you know, I get really determined to do it myself sort of thing. And I don't want to give in, so to speak. So, oh yeah, I forgot. I just had my Reaper encounter. That was horrific, by the way. In the game, I think that Reaper chasing me was the most scared I've ever been. Because it's weird, with this game, I get so into it that, like, I feel everything around me almost in a weird way. I don't know how to explain it. I seriously get into it, and I just really enjoy it. Though it's such a fun game, but I get so into it, and sometimes it works against me when I come across the big uns because they scare me so much. And I'm hopefully last one was horrific. I kept running into, you know, creature after creature just scaring me. It was jump scare galore, and I hope to avoid that in this part. I know you guys love it because, you know, I did that. Like, when the whole craze of, like, horror indie games was happening in, like, 2013, around that time, you know, give or take a couple of years. And, like, watching indie horror games and watching, like, Markiplier and some other YouTubers who played indie horror games, like, you know, as the majority of their content in their channel, it was just so fun that around that period just to watch people get absolutely scared the shit out of. And I just thought that was a really fun time in terms of YouTube itself, like just fun to watch videos because it was just a time of jump scares, really, and they're always fun to watch. I love watching people get jump scared in these games, so I'm sure you guys are enjoying it. But now, watching those YouTubers all those years ago, now I know how it feels to be put in their shoes. Not necessarily like with the amount of people, but still people watching you get absolutely scared. It's not a nice feeling because you feel almost, you feel weirdly, I don't know how to explain it, cautious to be over emotional about it. Not like purposely over emotional, but trust me, when you're recording these and you're like really focusing on playing the game and like getting into it sort of thing, your emotions just go wild at that point, and it's really interesting, I found, because you get so into it and so kind of you just go mental when something like a jump scare is gonna happen, you know. It's interesting, it's really interesting. So, also, another change I've made as we're traveling to the warp gate back to the Sea Emperor. Another change that I'm going to make, obviously you can see the camera angles change a little bit. It's a bit more zoomed in. It's a little bit lower as well, but I think it's worked out quite well. I think it looks alright, but if you guys could give me some feedback on if you prefer the new camera angle, maybe go back to an old video, compare it, see if you like it anymore. That would be really helpful. I don't know, I felt like I needed to be a bit more zoomed in because I felt like I was a bit too far away, so I've zoomed it in a bit, so hopefully that'll make a bit of a nice change. And also, I'm going to make the parts shorter in general, because one of the huge issues, the reason why there are so many gaps in between, you know, me uploading is because not necessarily recording long episodes, fine, you know, recording is the best part of YouTube. It's the most fun part because you know, it's just you're playing the games and you're having fun with it, you know, and you really look forward to how your subscribers are going to react and how they're going to take the video, and it, like, you know, nice comments saying they enjoyed it. It's the best feeling in the world. And that's the best part of it. But the editing, I enjoy editing, But with like 1 hour episodes, and if not longer, I've had some stupidly long episodes here on this game. You know, it takes hours to edit. You have to watch, because what I do in my editing, just a bit of insight on what goes on in the background in my editing. I watch the video all the way through, and I do a rough edit. So I get the basic edits out the way. I go through it. I have to watch the video all over again, and bearing in mind this is before they are actually cut, like edited cut the first time through. So say if I've recorded for like 2 hours, I've got to watch the entire 2 hours through, do a rough cut, and then say that 2 hour video gets cut down to like 1 hour and 5 minutes or 50 minutes. I have to watch that 50 minutes through to do even more precise cuts again. And as you can imagine, finding those edits and doing some of the edits themselves, well, some of them are simple, some of them can be a little bit more difficult, because you've got to think about it. I know I'm going on a bit of a rant, but I'll just give you a bit of insight. But you've also, when you're editing, it's not as simple as, oh, click and cut that bit, click and cut that bit sort of thing. You have to think about the context, making sure you're keeping your subscribers in the loop, making sure that they didn't miss anything. So you're meticulously going through all these really boring bits of your video to make sure I didn't say or do anything important in that gap of time. So you've got to make sure you keep your subscribers or anyone who's watching the video really, to more importantly, you subscribers, because you guys are the best, but you've got to keep them in the loop. You've got to make sure you don't do these random jumps where when that cut happens, they feel like, oh, what the hell just happened? What's happened? Sort of thing. You've got to make sure they're in that loop with you, sort of thing. So it's a lot more complicated than on face value. You could easily look at it and say, oh, you just cut it and edit it, but there's so much more to it than that. You've got the rough cut, then you've got the precise cut, and then after the precise cut, I watch it through again just to make sure what I feel I've done is correct, because I like doing that sort of quality control and making sure it's a decent video for you guys to watch. So I hope they've all been bearable up to this point. But anyway, let's get back into it. So basically the change I've made in the way I'm doing my videos now, I am not recording for like 2 hours. I am going to be recording for about 30 to 40 minutes now, because it'll make it so much easier editing, and I'll be able to get episodes quicker out to you guys. So what if it took 2 hours? That would probably take me 5-6 hours to edit. Maybe 4, 5, 6 hours around that time, depends on how long I've been recording. But most of the time in this game, I record 2 hour sessions at a time. But with that 30 minutes, with half that time, I could edit it in about 2 hours, if that. So I'd be able to, because right now what I'm struggling in terms of the uploads, or what I've been struggling with in terms of uploading the episodes, is that it's actually recording these long episodes. Sorry, I'm pausing it again. I'm sorry. I know. I'll promise I'll put a bit of extra on the end here just to make up for me talking. I just think you guys might find this a bit more interesting as to why it takes so long. But recording itself, that 2 hours, that can be difficult to find that time. But thing is, I also think afterwards how long it's going to take to edit. And it's the editing that is the hardest part. It takes up so much time to find that gap of 5-6 hours of editing is ridiculously difficult. Because when I'm not in work, I come home from work, I just kind of want to enjoy my day. And again, like I said, I enjoy editing. But after I've done editing, I have none of the day left, and then I have to go straight back to, and then I have to go back to work, and then the process repeats, and so I'm making sure I've got some of that time where I play in other games that I want to play, and also trying to balance out editing as well. So on the weekends, I'll get time to edit and do what I want in the day. Whereas when I come home from work, I don't have that time really. I'll have after I've done editing and dinner, shower for work and all that, there's probably 2-3 hours in that, 3 hours max, that I get to actually play games when in a day where I'm editing a video. That's 1.5 hour to 2 hour long recordings, which is all of Subnautica. My entire playthrough, I think the shortest recording I've had is 1 hour and 10 minutes or something like that. And then the longest has been like was almost 3 hours, and that was a stupidly long edit. That was difficult to edit, because that was over the course of days I had to edit that. But when, like, for example, in that period where I was on holiday for a week, I was uploading every single day pretty much, or every 2 days while I was on holiday, and because I had that time. But I hear a Reaper. That sounds too close. I'm pretty sure they're on that side, but that sounded too close. Oh god. Where's the warp gate? It's down here. I know it is. What the hell? Ah, there it is. Oh. Oh, I hear a warper. I forgot about those guys. Fuck. Oh. It's the darkness. Darkness in this game. Underwater. It's horrific. This gets me so on edge. Nothing like any other game. So, sorry about that tangent and rant, but I had to kind of tell you what was good. I was getting attacked then. I think we're fine now. So I didn't mean to go on a tangent and a rant, but as I was speaking about it, I realized that some of you guys may be interested as to why it's taking so long between, you know, edits and whatnot, or uploads even, sorry, and the uploads as well. Uploading takes about 2 to 3 hours, so you've got that time on top as well. So, you know, not much time when I'm editing in a work day. On the weekend I'm fine, but you know, it's tough. It's tough to balance it out. But hopefully with shortening them down to about 30 minutes to 40 minutes recording, this one's going to be a bit longer because I've gone on a bit of a rant. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. But I felt like I had to kind of explain what was going on behind the scenes and why sometimes there's these huge gaps. But the 30 to 40 minutes will be so much more bearable for me. I'll be able to record it and get it edited, smash it out, and we'll get it done. So we're back. Now we've got to look for it. So I haven't started my timer. I forgot to, for one, but also because I went on that rant, I'm going to start it now, so you're going to still have a longer episode for this one because I went on such a rant. But hopefully it shouldn't have added too much time on. So we're going to look around and see if we can find this and absolutely scour. There's these tunnels around underneath here, so I think they'll, if anywhere, it would be under there, hidden somewhere. I don't think it'd be out in the open. Oh, I forgot how funny that noise is that it makes sometimes. Oh my god. Is that it? Don't tell me it was right underneath our noses.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That wasn't it. Why have I got so many medkits? I forgot what I was doing in the last part. I got stupid amount of medkits. I think I might have just taken them out of my base and I'm transferring them somewhere. Question mark? Where is it? It's up here in that. Hatching enzymes. I just need to get back to base. Oh my god. I need to get back to base and I can make it. Oh, we got to go all the way back up now. Right. See, Emperor? I'll be back as soon as I can. Because, oh my god, we can make the hatching enzymes finally. You have no idea how much time in between episodes I took looking for that on the surface. And then it was in its goddamn container. I don't know. I think I looked in here originally for the sea crown, but I don't... Judging by that, it was not nearly thorough enough. Because that was ridiculously quick. Oh, first try. Right. So now we got to clamber our way back up past the sea dragons. And I am not looking forward to that. I was also thinking about, because it feels like obviously we're really close now, because I'm able to make the hatching enzymes, hatch the eggs, and then can cure ourselves. Hopefully. You know, it's been seeking the cure for so long now. It's be really happy to get that. And I feel like that would be the ending. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, wait, no. Oh, my God. Yeah, of course. The Neptune rocket. So we need to build the rocket as well. So after that, to get off the planet. Of course, because the gun detected that we were... Oh, you need a non-infected living being to be able to... Oh, my God. You scared me. You need a... Oh, so gross. You need a non-infected life form to be able to deactivate the gun. So once we do that, we can shut down the quarantine on the planet and we can escape then. I'm looking forward to going back to our base because it's always a pleasure. The music, the place, the views. It's just... It's basically what a million... If Subnautica was like a thing in real life, like if there was a planet like this in real life... and humans colonized it, I feel like a trillionaire would have that kind of house. Oh, you mother. Don't you do it. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh my God. Where is it? It's gone to the down. Oh, you scared me so much. It's the flash of light. It's like... Feel the light of God. Ah! Sort of thing. Oh my... No, we're going too slow. I was thinking about what we're going to go on to next in the channel. I had quite a few games in mind, to be honest. My head's been pinging around all over the place with games I was thinking about playing. Detroit Become Human was one of them, although I've never recorded on PS4 as of yet, so we'll have to wait on that, and I have to figure out face cam and everything for that. It might be a bit difficult, that would be, but willing to give it a try. Because I've played through the game, but I did it with my older sister, and it was majority of the game was her choice. You know, I did a bit of my input, but it was my older sister was mainly the one who played through the game. So I'm kind of thinking about doing my own Let's Play, and maybe doing it a specific way to kind of get a certain ending, or because I know there's a ridiculous amount of different endings, and I am sure that my ending would end up different than my sister's. So it'd be interesting to see what, like, if I just did it 100% my choice is where the game would go and what would happen.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So Detroit Become Human might be one. A Way Out might be another one. I was thinking about that. What was the other ones I was thinking? Bulletstorm. That's an old game. It'd be more of a nostalgia trip than anything, that game. I don't know. Bloodborne was also a decision, but again, I need to, you know, start learning how to record on PS4. I'm sure it's not too much different because I've recorded on Xbox, but I'm sure it's not too different to PS4. Anyway, enough of that. Back to Subnautica. Hatching enzymes. An organic substance derived from... I didn't even... My hands are here. I didn't even... Okay, we can read it anyway. An organic substance derived from plants found in the Emperor's natural breeding grounds, designed to trigger a hatching response. Awesome. So we can do it. Yeah, equipment. We'll keep a few of those on us, but... Quartz. Yeah. Where is it? Alien artifacts. Okie dokie. Hatching enzymes. Just head straight back down and see what the Sea Emperor has to say. This is it, guys. This is a pretty... It feels like a final trip almost. As scary as it is to say that, I genuinely think that's, you know, kind of true. There's definitely a finale feeling to this trip, but I'm sure Well, we've got to build the rocket afterwards anyway, so I know it's not the end, but it's a finish to a huge part of the game of us trying to cure ourselves. And by God, I hope we cure ourselves here. If this Siempre tries to double cross us somehow, I'm not sure if, you know, it would do that. But I keep saying she because there's a female voice, but it's an it at the end of the day. I keep having this argument with myself. Not helping myself at all in that regard. But anyway, okay, so I don't know, it feels scary almost. This Kara. The Kara virus, we've had it. It's been a fight for survival, you know, doing all this to cure ourselves and get off the planet, hopefully. So maybe this trip will be cured in this one trip, which would be, you know, that would be a main objective of the game complete. And then the next one would be get off the planet at that point. But I would like to apologize for the gaps in the previous gaps between the previous episodes. It's you guys have been extremely sort of okay with. I'm amazed, honestly. Most channels that do this sort of thing would absolutely plummet, but I'm not actually a big enough of a channel to plummet that much, if you know what I mean. I'm at a point in my channel where if I do end up going through that sort of phase, it won't kill me, sort of thing. It won't completely stagnate my progress, which is a good thing. But it's not something I should be doing, really, at all. I don't know where it is. We're going to try and stay along the ceiling here. That'd be ideal, actually. Oh, no. And we have no boost. Go. It wasn't chasing us. Right through the entrance. Smooth entrance. That was probably the safest trip we've had down. Not safest, but you know what I mean. The most smooth ride down. Before we've had trouble with the dragons, but we got past the guardians. This is it, guys. Whew. Big moment. Oh, God. It'd be horrific if I had that audio issue now, wouldn't it? Where it decides to change its settings by itself. I shouldn't tempt fate. Oh my God, they're actually hatching instantly. Oh! They're so cute! Oh, scan them. That is freaking adorable. Siempre juvenile. A juvenile emperor specimen, it is producing a highly potent form of enzyme 42, which is exactly what we're looking for, which would be capable of fully curing individuals of the alien bacterium. This species hatches relatively fully formed and independent, perhaps reflecting the fact that they must fend for themselves when they are first born away from their parents. This specimen is healthy and exhibiting signs of a positive attitude to life. Oh my God, that is ideal then. So what's happening now? Like, we've done it. Are they just going to keep swimming around now? There's a couple of them down there as well. I can't scan their eggs. They're broken eggs. They're all kind of gathering over by the mother. I need to get some air real quick. Oh, it's so beautiful! Oh, it's so sad because the big one can't get out, and the kids can, and they're just gonna have to leave it straight away. I mean, that's...
My young are swimming for the shallows. I thank you. Their freedom is my end. What will it be like, I wonder? to go to sleep and never wake up.
Oh.
Perhaps next we meet, I will be an ocean current, carrying seas to a new land. Or a creature so small, it sees the gaps between the grains of sand. Farewell, friend.
Oh my god, I'm getting emotional. Jeez. I feel like my eyes are starting to water up a bit. Wait, did they all go? Are they through? Oh my god. Okay. Damn, that was emotional. Way more. I instantly just felt it like a sudden burst of emotion then. That's the way of nature though, really, isn't it? It's, you know, if like, say for whales, for example, say if a whale gets killed, a parent whale, it's just it could be such a rough life, especially underwater. Any life, really. But, and that's the way nature goes. It can be a beautiful thing, but it can be just as cruel and take things away. Yeah. Let's see if we can follow them out. What the hell is that? Touch concentrated. Is that a cure? It's so small. We could have missed that. Ooh. Oh god. Optimal health. I thought we'd got an achievement. Oh my god, we're cured! That must have been... Can we scan you? We are cured, guys! Gee, that was like a goal from almost the beginning of the game. Wow. And, oh, he's not gonna die now, that's it. Oh. Let's see if we can see the little guys.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, they're all here! And look, they're spreading the enzyme around, so they're curing the planet, essentially, because they're dispersing into the ocean. The waves are gonna carry it, and the currents are gonna carry it back and forth across the ocean and cure everything. Oh my god. That is actually like such a beautiful way of like kind of accomplishing your goal. Curing yourself and the planet at the same time. I wonder if we can go up to the gun and deactivate it now. That we now that we're cured, it'll detect us as not cured, and then we can we might be able to actually deactivate the gun at that point. Oh god, we have to launch ourselves. So if we're able to do that, we can build the rocket and get out. Alright. I always get on edge inside these buildings because, like, yes, there's nobody inside of them. There's no, like, living things inside of them. But you feel like at some point you're going to run into, like, some sort of life form in here, like one of them survived or something like that, even though it's impossible because they all died of the virus, but as it's been documented. But you feel like you're gonna end up running into like a patrol of these aliens, not the warpers necessarily, but like the ones who used to live on the planet, because they had rifles and everything. So you'd feel, I don't know, I always get on edge even though I know I won't really meet anything. Here we go. God, it's been a while since we've been here. God, the memories. We're not getting this time. Hey. Okay, never mind. Oh my god. Oh my god, get out. I don't like those sounds. Get in the prawn suit. I feel safer in there. No, those are not nice sounds. I don't like them. Get the fuck out. Get... Oh my god, I'm getting so many goosebumps right now. Oh my god, I feel horrible after that. I got so many goosebumps then. Oh, get the fuck out of there. I get it, we shut it down and everything, and it was kind of announcing that it did that, but that felt like something, we'd done something else then. It felt like a bomb was about to go off, or an alien, like a creature just entered the building, or something. That wasn't nice. Is this still on though? Because that still looks like it's in shooting position. I suppose it'll eventually fix itself, and maybe next time we come back it'll be, you know, pointing straight up like we originally found it, thinking it was the tower. This is nice. It's... Wow. I'm getting goosebumps. The music, being stood on the beach, looking out onto the ocean. I know it's really, like, cheesy and it's weird to do this in a game. But right now, I feel like a sense of accomplishment. Like, such an amazing sense of an accomplishment. Like, I feel like you could, like, make the HUD go away and you could roll the credits. The music, the... Just shut down the gun, we cured the planet ourselves. Not fully cured yet, but it'll spread around. Wow. What a moment of self-reflection almost. I suppose it'd be time now to head back to our original base. God, this is a super sentimental ending. And we'll see what we need to build the Neptune rocket. I bet you it's going to be a lot of stuff. I can guarantee that we're going to need a lot to build a rocket. But we accomplished our two of our three main goals in the game, really. 1, cure ourselves. 2, shut down the gun. 3, get off the planet. Number 3 we still need to do, but we've accomplished a lot of the game right now. God. Super sentimental. And I feel so accomplished right now and feel so good. Yeah, let's head back to the first base before it gets dark, because I don't like traveling out in dark. Even though the creatures don't depend on the day-night cycle, it depends on the location, but still, I do get nervous when it's dark, and just a normal thing. But that hasn't changed from the beginning of the game. I'm still terrified of being in the ocean while it's dark. Some things never change. I still have a don't get me wrong, I've conquered a lot of my fears in this game, but I still have this base fear of the ocean still, because I still get scared by stuff. I haven't conquered my fear by any means yet. I suppose to an extent I have, but there will always be. I just won't be as nervous now as I was. I wouldn't even get out. I wouldn't even travel in the dark. But now I go out and do it as I see it now, sort of thing. I get on with it, you know. And I've kind of learned to manage my fears almost, rather than run from them, which is. I'm using very heavy words. I don't mean to. I'm just kind of in that mood now to kind of hard-hitting sentences and words right now. I don't know why, but it's been a really calm moment. Except of these assholes here. But anyway, ever since I healed myself and shut down the gun, it's been like really peaceful. Haven't been attacked by anything. He tried to attack me. He was the first interruption, but you know what I mean? It's been really just chilled out. Really nice. I say I conquered my fears. Oh, reefbacks. You're not helping me with my nerves. Those noises still creep me out a bit. Neptune escape rocket. 4 lead, a computer chip, and 2 titanium ingots. That's just the launch platform, though. That's not necessarily the rocket. Provides a stable surface from which to launch the Neptune. That should be easy. That's 20 titanium, 4 lead. Alright, we could build that in this part. Give you a little bit extra because I was ranting a bit. So, yeah, let's get started. I believe we don't have the scanner room here anymore, do we? Because I dismantled it. Shit. Yeah, I kind of regret dismantling this base a bit, but it did just speed up the process of transferring bases down below.
Captain.
It sped up that process very quickly. Yeah, shit, we don't have it anymore. We still got a lot of our stuff here, though. Right, how do we make a computer chip again? Table coral, gold, and copper wire. Okay. Well, we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. No relying on the scanner room this time round. We don't have anything in these either, do we? I never really found a use for uraninite in the end. It never served a purpose. I think it was to do with the nuclear stuff. I remember seeing at some point. Right, table coral will be easy enough. Okie dokie. So, I think we got everything we need. We've already made some of the stuff, so that's our last titanium ingot we need. We've got the computer chip already. We've got 2 lead. I believe we can make the platform now. The first step in succeeding in our survival. It's 4 lead. I'll be right back. Here we go, guys. We've got what we need now, so let's create this platform and see where it gets us in terms of a solution to getting off the planet. I'm not even using the goddamn thing, am I? There we go. Oh, you haven't crashed a game of you. That's a big platform. Holy shit, it's bigger than I thought it was. Okay, yeah, we're definitely building a rocket on this thing. That's for sure. Is it nearly done yet? Because I want to get on it. Ow. That was really loud. I know it was supposed to be. That was a bit too loud. Holy shit. That's going to be one hell of a rocket. Ooh, got a panel. Whoa, this is crazy. We've got 4 other guys. So we need the Neptune gantry. That's just the gantry. Plasteel ingot, copper wire, lubricant. Ooh, okay. So we got a bit of a journey here by itself with the resources for things. So will that be in my PDA? Yes, okay. So I can, even if I'm down below going to get resources from my other base, I can still see what I need. So it may be a case of just jumping back and forth between our newer base down below and getting the resources we need then. But it's going to be a lot of traveling. So I think in the next part we'll try and build as much of the rocket as we can, and just keep bouncing back and forth. I think that the next part is just going to be, obviously I'll keep in the Leviathan encounters if I do encounter any, but I'll be cutting out a lot of the resource, like, I think 90% of the resource gathering, because I think in the beginning of the game, like up until like halfway through the game, 3/4 of the game, it's interesting to watch people go out and get resources, because it's more threatening towards the beginning, because you're more naive, you don't really know 100% what you're doing, or don't trust in yourself. Whereas as you go through the game, you get more confident in your abilities, and you start doing things a lot more efficiently, and it becomes very samey then. So that's why I've been cutting out more of the resource building, or resource gathering, I should say, to build stuff. Because I think as you watch somebody get more experience at the game, it's less interesting to watch them gather resources, because like I know where to be careful, where to go, what I'm looking for, sort of thing. And at the beginning, you don't know where you're going, you don't know what you're going to encounter. It's a lot more interesting to watch it. So I'm going to be cutting out a lot of the resource gathering and building. Obviously, I'll keep in the bits where we build parts of the rocket, but the resource gathering itself, I think I'll be cutting out for the most part. So we'll see how it goes. And this has been a fairly average part in terms of length, I think. It's because I went on a tangent earlier in the part. It basically ended up resulting in me going on a bit of a rant. But I do like to go on them, as I've had a tendency to in the past at parts of this series. But I think you guys don't seem to complain too much about them, and I made up for it with extra time on the part, because now the episodes will be about 30 to 40 minutes. It's just a case of editing them and getting them out now. Because I think editing will be so much easier now, and I'll have a bit more time to do what I need to do in the rest of the day as well. So anyway, if you guys like this video, like it as you would. If you didn't like it, dislike it. And I shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.